Be struggling with making a perfect off-shoulder outfit like this? Struggle no more. Hello fashion lovers, welcome to my channel. I am Abiodun. Today we will be learning how to cut and stitch this beautiful off-shoulder top. Let's get started. This is the fabric we will be using. Here is the lining and here is our matching. So let's put this aside and start with the drafting. So you need your basic pattern. Here is the front. This is our center front. And here is our center back. Now, so let me take you through what I have done here so that you can understand it. From the top here, the chest line I'm working with is 8.5, bust point 10 inches, and the front length is 16.5 inches, while the back length is 15 inches. So difference of 1.5 inches, and I'm working with bust 36. So 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches. That is what I put on the chest line. And on the waist I'm working with is 31. 31 divided by 4 is 7.75 inches plus 1.5 inches dart allowance. And I've done the same thing to the back. So now I will connect it so that you can see it. So for the back, we add the dart intake of 1.5 and it stops here. So I'll be connecting it. So for the front, so the difference between the front and back is 1.5. So I will put it at the side here. 1.5. And the bust span I'm working with is 7 inches. Half of 7 inches is 3.5 here. Remember that I said we added 1.5 inches as that intake. So I'll be sharing it here, 0.75 on both sides, and I will connect it. So I will connect the side dart as well. So I'll go to the back and impute the dart intake as well. Our bust span is 7 divided by 2. Half of it is 3.5. Remember that I said our dart intake is 1.5. So 0.5 inches on both sides. So measure the total of what you are having here and bring it here so that it can be straight. And we construct the dart. For the back, your dart will stop 1 inch below the chest line. This way. It will stop 1 inch below the chest line. Can you see it? So our basic bodice pattern is ready. So aside from the basic bodice pattern, you need your basic sleeve. So you need this and this to make your off the shoulder. So what we need to do again is I'm going to separate this pattern. So for this one, let's work on the front first. For the front, I want all my darts to be here, but before then you want to determine how low you want your off the shoulder to be. I'm going to come down by 1.5. I'm going to come down by, I want it to be 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches. I hope you get that. 5.5 inches from the top here. That is how off I want my off the shoulder to be. Whatever you want yours to be, please just go ahead and do exactly what I am doing here. So if you cut it out now, it's going to gape. So what do we need to do? We need to introduce another dart here. here, and I will be contouring it with 1 inch. So I will now connect it to the bust point. As you can see here, I'm connecting it to the bust point. So now we'll move the dart, all the dart here. I'll open the side dart so that we can close this. We are going to close it permanently. So I'll get to my masking tape now and close it. So I've secured it. Now you can see that the line has shifted. At this point, if you want your front, if you want to come down here, you can do that. So this is what we are having here. This way, this is the kind of neckline I want you to have. So I'll just connect back here. Can you see? Let me use the marker. So we can now cut out the neck. Let it come down a bit like this so that it won't be straight. It basically depends on what you want here. Okay, so I'm following this last line. So this is our puff shoulder. Now I want to transfer the dart here to here. So I will do that by closing. Just close your dart and you discover that this place will be wider. Can you see what I have said will happen? That it has happened now. So this is it. I will use my masking tape to secure it. So the next thing to do is to place another paper here. So I'll be placing this paper under so that we can throw our darts. So I've secured it. Can you see? The new dart leg is now here. So I will close it. I'm trying to through it. I want to through my dart. You should be able to know how to do this. In case you do not know how to do it, kindly register for our beginner's guide to pattern drafting. It will help you to get your basic right. Can you see that they are no longer aligning? So you bring your ruler and connect it this way. There is a little bit shortage there. Once you throw, this is the essence of throwing your dart, so that you will not have any shortage around here. So I'll cut it out now. In case you do not want to cut directly, you can use your tracing wheel. You will see the mark there now showing that there is a dart there. Let me do it well so that you can see it when I mark it out. So this is it here. Can you see? This is it. So if I fold it now and cut, I will still be cutting on that line. And you see now that it's showing that there is a dart here. So I'm cutting out the armhole, then you cut the down part. So our front pattern is ready. You can now go back to the back. So I will do exactly the same thing. If you want your back to be lower, you can go ahead to do that. I'm doing the same 5.5 that I did to the front. 5.5. Like I said, if you want your back to be lower, kindly go ahead to do that. I want my front and back to be the same, right? If you cut like this, it's going to gape. So in order to prevent gaping, I will come in from here to cut it out so that you will see what I'm trying to say. So this is what I'm saying. I will go in order to prevent gaping, I will go in by ½ inch here, and I will reshape my armhole back here. I'm connecting it back here. Can you see? So I will now cut out. So both the front and back pattern are now ready. So bring the two and bring your sleeve. So what you are going to do is to measure around what you are having for the front armhole. Measure it round. Okay, I want to cut the paper under. Measure around your front armhole. Right. This is 5 inches. You come to your sleeve and measure exactly the same thing. 5 inches and mark. After marking, come back here again to reconfirm that they are the same. Yes, it has to match up. If yours is not matching up, that means you need to remeasure. Can you see? Exactly the same thing. So I'll come to the back too. Measure what I'm having here. Off the shoulder is very simple if you know how to go about it. This is 4.5. So you come here and measure 4.5. 4.5. This is it here. You mark. Take your sleeve again to the back armhole. You need to cross check just to be sure that they are the same. They are accurate. Can you see? They are accurate. So now that you have confirmed that they are equal, you bring your ruler here. If you want it to be straight, you connect like this. If you want it to be a little bit curvy, just take your curve ruler like this and connect it depending on what you want. So I'll cut it off now, and we have our pattern ready. So our pattern, we have the front, the back, then the sleeve. So let's now transfer to fabric. I have 1.5 yards of fabric here. It's less than 2 yards. First, I'm going to cut out my 360 degrees flare. So that's the first thing I'm going to cut out. I believe you can cut that. I'm going to cut that off the camera. In case you do not know how to go about that, I have a detailed video on how to different circular patterns. So check that on the channel. So you need to mark your fabric so as not to get confused. You want to mark the wrong side. So I will quickly do that off the camera and we'll come back and cut this together. So I'll cut out the down parts. I'm here to cut it. I just cut out the fabric I will be needing for the down parts, both the fabric and the lining. So this is it. And for the off shoulder, this is the front. I've cut it out. The side I added 1 inch. So my sewing allowance is 1 inch. The down part that I'll be using to attach to the down part of the blouse, the off shoulder blouse, is ½ inch. So this is it. here at the upper part that will be using to turn with the lining is 1/2 inch as well. And my zipper allowance is 1/2 inch. For those of you that are already used to my tutorials, you know that I use 1/2 inch for my zipper allowance. I added 1/2 inch at the upper part, 1/2 inch at the down part. So I will be cutting exactly what I've cut on the fabric on the lining. But there's something I need to explain to you on the sleeve. At the sleeve area too, I added 1/2 inch at the upper part, added 1/2 inch at the armhole area here as well, and the down part at the side I added 1 inch that I added to the bodies, and the down part I added 2 inches. I added 2 inches because I will be using my lining to drag it up. So what I will do here is I reduce 1 inch from my pattern, so I will fold this on the 1 inch. I want to show you how to go about this. So I will fold it on this line. I'm doing it because I want to use the lining to turn the fabric. Can you see? So I will just secure it with pin. Let me remove from here. Secure with pin, and I will start cutting. So that way my lining will be shorter than the fabric. Okay, so this is it. So I will just cut. My lining is shorter because I want to use the lining to pull the fabric. If you don't want yours like that, just cut it equally. While cutting here, you need to be careful so that you don't cut on your fabric. I will show you what I usually do. So I will chalk it like this. Just chalk it and lift this. Okay, let's chalk it very well and leave this one up. Can you see? So if I open it up now, here is the line is shorter. So by the time we join it with 1/2 inch, it will pull up the fabric. So let's put this aside. Like I said, I'll cut this one exactly the way the fashion fabric is, and once I am done, I will take it to the sewing machine, hold our dart, and show you what to do next. But before I go, I want you to know that while sewing your dart, it will not get to the bust point, so you move away by 1 inch from the bust point. So I will see you by the time I finish joining my dart and explain to you what you need to do next. I've held all the darts and I've ironed everything. Here is the front. So I will be taking the right side of the lining to the right side of the fabric, and I will go and sew the neckline and leave the armhole on the side. I'll do the same thing to the back, right side facing the right side. At the upper part here, I will leave the zipper area and turn. Here is the sleeve. I told you that I'm going to use the lining to pull it up, and here is the sleeve. So what I will do is to open it up like this, align it by the side here, lining to lining, and I will hold 1 inch sewing allowance that we added. Then I will come back to show you. By the time I come back, I will have attached the down part to it, fix the sleeve, fix the zipper, and show you. Here is the outcome after attaching the zipper. Be sure you cut out all the dangling thread. That is not hard at all. So at this point, if you are here to subscribe, kindly do so that you can know when I upload new videos. Put on your notification bell. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.